I saved the crankshaft with my foot. That's a record. Look at that. I saved it with my foot. That hurt. Alright, so we're back at the 455 today, right out here in my driveway. And we're going to try and get these plugs out of the back of the engine. This way we can give this thing a final wash. But before I do that, I'm actually going to use the old anal bead honer. So let me set you on the tripod and we'll see how this goes. Okay, so what I'm using is just WD-40. I'm sure everybody else has their own ways of doing this. But I soaked that bead honer in diesel fuel. And I'm just going to spray the cylinders down with WD-40 and give them a slight hone. And make a mess of my driveway in the process. Alright, let's go to town. And there's our difference right there. It didn't take much, wasn't going to. And there's also absolutely no ridge ring on this engine. It doesn't have enough miles on it. Oh, there's some sort of torture device right here. Take a rag and fist that hole. Clean out all the dirt. Oh, it looks good to me. On to the next. Alrighty, this is what we're up against. Should pull the motor to the side so we get some more sunlight in there, but looks good. And you can see right there, there's no ridge to this engine. There's no miles. This thing's brand new. This is the untouched side. Looking a bit crusty. Like Krusty the Clown. These plugs back here, I'm having an issue getting these plugs out. This is an Allen wrench. I have a good socket for it, but I still couldn't get this out. I got this socket right here on the ground. And you get that plug out for the oil galley. And then this one right here, this plug, you knock that out like a freeze out plug, and on the inside, you won't be able to see it. Right down where you're projected into that hole of darkness, there's another screw just like this, but instead of an Allen screw, it's a 5/16 square bit. It's bigger than a 1/4 inch and smaller than a 3/8. So I'm gonna either have to file down a 3/8 extension to get in there, file down a bolt and stick it in there, because I'm not buying the right tool, because it's a nice day. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, it's supposed to rain the following day. My engine's already outside, and I want this thing washed today. So I'm not going to buy the bolt online and wait for it to come in. And you can't find that screw at Home Depot for some reason. That's just so uncommon. So way to go, Olds. Thanks for hiding that plug in there for me. Okay, so we got this plug out on the back, on this side, and you can see straight through it. It's clean in there. There's barely a light coating of oil. No sludge, no debris, no buildup. So that's a good sign. As for this one, I don't know if we're going to get this one out. And if we don't get it out, we'll wash this thing anyway. blow it out with the air hose, and then stick a shitload of WD-40 in there, and it won't rust. It'll live.
10 WD-40. Well, you pop the freeze-out plugs out. Marty just shit his pants. Bunch of mud in the motor. We got mud in our tires. My cousin Vinny. So we're gonna give it a bath. Gonna have to.
I've never seen someone rusting an engine before.
Gotta flush it out because these water jackets are all plugged up.
There's a little bit of room that's in between these cylinders. It's all plugged closed.
This would have a cylinder wall overheating issue.
This whole thing would run severely hot. It'd never get any coolant in here.
That's where we're at. I'm gonna get the hose out now, and we don't have time to scrub the motor down, but we'll work on more of this tomorrow.
Here we go. Looks like the dump I took this morning.
Every morning.
There we go. I'd go full blast.
I will in a minute. Get some of it out. Ooh, that's not good.
Look at the shit coming out.
Go to the top. Just go gentle so you don't get all over it.
I need water pressure.
Yeah, we put it in later on. You got mud.
Told you this was the worst side. Can the camera see what's on the ground?
Probably.
Brown streaks. Oh, I just sprayed myself.
Great. Knew that was coming.
I hated these pants anyway. Look, I shit myself from the front side. Anyway, motor's all clean. Washed it off, a final wash. Dried it off for almost a half hour with the air hose. Hosed it down with almost a whole can of WD-40. There it is, sitting in a bag back there so it doesn't drip oil all over my floor. Went to the machine shop and we picked up some parts. I got an intake there on the floor, another intake back there, both 455 intakes by the way. A 350 crank. Both the Tornado heads have been hot tanked. They did valve guides on them, a 3-angle valve job, got new valves for them. And my 455 crank over there, my machinist, he also drilled that crank out for a 4-speed as well. So, things are coming together. I'm sure we're going to get Dad's 455 done first for the wagon. And my 455 is still at my machine shop getting put together. They're only going to assemble the short block. He's going to pop the rods in it. Other than that, I'll keep you guys posted. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more shenanigans. So I'll see you later. And happy Easter, by the way.